Hello everyone, thank you for coming out tonight. I am Dr. Barry Swindler. I'm a chiropractic physician in Wake Forest. The name of my business is Chiropractic Nutrition Clinic. Tonight I am here speaking to you on stress and the adrenal gland disorders. I want to read you a small paragraph here talking about the prevalence of stress in our society. And this was Dr. Kathleen Head and Dr. Gregory Kelly, naturopathic doctors that wrote this. And they state here that it is estimated that 75 to 90% of visits to primary care physicians are related to stress. Pretty amazing, huh? Either acutely or because of chronic problems associated with stress. As a matter of fact, on October 2008, the American Psychological Association released 8 out of 10 Americans cite the economy as a significant source of stress, and that is up from 66% from 6 months earlier. I just wanted to read that to you and just let you know how common it is for someone to go to a doctor from stress-related conditions. And the manifestations of stress and the problems it causes creates many health conditions, and I'm going to be talking to you about that tonight. I'm going to be talking about signs and symptoms, conditions, and treatment, of course. And the first thing that before we get into stress, we try to understand what the adrenal glands are. The adrenal glands are glands in the body, and all glands in the body secrete hormones. And I'm going to go into in a minute here and tell you what the adrenal glands secrete. Well, I'm showing you right now the adrenal medulla. But the adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys like a saddle on a horse. And they're located about this level in the body. The adrenal gland is made up of the cortex, which is the outer part, and the medulla, which is the center. The cortex is very important because it secretes hormones such as epinephrine and norepinephrine. These are used in the fight or flight mechanism, and I'm going to be talking about that here in a minute. But these are very important hormones, and we need them in order for us to run away from danger, or if they're fight or flight. If someone wants to fight, you're either going to fight them or you're going to flee and run. So that's the medulla. It secretes those two hormones. The cortex, on the outside, it has mineralocorticoids, glucocorticoids, and of course the gonadal sex hormones that are released. And the first one here, aldosterone, is secreted by the cortex through the mineralocorticoids, and that is aldosterone. Aldosterone is a very important hormone because it's responsible for sodium absorption through the kidneys. Now, why is that important? Well, we need aldosterone so we stay hydrated, so we don't become dehydrated. And people that have burned out adrenal glands, one of the problems that you'll find here, these people are dehydrated, their skin looks really wrinkly, their blood pressure is low, and so that's a reason why aldosterone is such important. Next is cortisol, and that is released from our glucocorticoids from the adrenal cortex. We all know what cortisol is, or what cortisone. You ever know someone that's been sprained their ankle or had a sports injury, they went to the doctor and they had a cortisone shot. This is an anti-inflammatory hormone that helps to decrease the swelling. If a person has been under long-term stress, they're not going to be secreting the cortisol, and they're going to have major inflammation and a lot of pain. The last thing that the adrenal cortex does is it secretes our gonadal sex hormones, and these are testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen. This can lead into a balancing female hormones lecture, but I'll keep it brief here talking about these. And these are very important. The adrenals are very important, especially in a woman's life when it comes time for menopause. During menopause, the baby factory shuts down, and now it relies on the adrenal glands to release enough hormones to sustain that woman for the rest of her life. But if she has been under chronic stress for a long time and those adrenal glands are burned out, she's going to call upon these hormones to be secreted, and she's not going to do it, and she's going to have all the symptoms that we hear about that women that go through menopause. And I know from personal experience, my mother had a really bad case with this, and it's because of long-term stress. That's exactly what it does. It affects these hormones.